Hey guys, and welcome to my art vlog. Today I'm going to be redrawing Peach, and I wanted to give a little bit of context to this and why I'm redrawing Peach. Initially, I was not going to redraw her, but then I saw the picture and I was like, ugh, I didn't really like it as much as I first did when I first drew it, so I wanted to redraw it. But really what spurned a lot of this was I saw PewDiePie's day 1 to 100 drawing art just every day, and oh wow, like he just improves so much. And seeing that, I just felt kind of jealous, honestly. Like I felt like I feel like sometimes I don't improve as fast as he does, or as he did. And so I really want to work on improvements. I really want to work on getting better at drawing. And so that's kind of what this is about. I'm just kind of redrawing, seeing, hey, did I get better? Is this getting better? And if not, maybe I need to do some changes. This is the one I did a little while back. As you can see, I also did a video on this one. You can go ahead and go watch it. I do like aspects about it, but I feel like the eyes were just really too big, and I feel like it just didn't look right to me. So I'm gonna redo this one similarly in a style that is slightly different. So I did use a reference for this, well, sort of. So the eyes that I did were primarily eyes that I drew and wanted to draw it the way I wanted to see it. The hair and everything, I guess like the only thing that the reference really helped me was placement of the facial features and how they should look. I also feel like the reference helped me draw the bangs a little bit better, just drawing hair a little bit better. Overall, this sketching process was so much fun. I really enjoyed drawing her. I felt like it already turned out as a better drawing than the first one, and it was just so much fun just to draw it. I really love seeing an art piece come together. When I feel like I'm struggling with it or fighting with it, I feel like it doesn't come out or turn out half as good as I wanted it to. And this was one of those pieces that I just felt like, yes, I'm just nailing it. It's coming together. I do struggle with stars. I gotta be honest, like drawing stars is my bane. I hate them. I don't like drawing them, but I think they're cute and I think that they are part of the picture, so I did draw them. So this is the line art portion. I videoed a little bit of my hands doing the line art portion. I really wanted to focus on dark lines and light lines in this particular video. I feel like when you do primarily line art with your art, that line thickness does really matter, like certain lines being thicker and other lines being thinner. I typically do kind of a border effect around the character, so I draw thicker lines around the character and thinner lines inside the border to make it pop really. My goal in drawing this was to make it somewhat close to the original art that I did, not entirely but similar. I wanted to do the galaxy theme just like the first one, and I wanted to add in the stars like I did with the first one. In this redraw, I really wanted to get the eyes down a little bit better than I did with the first one. The first one I kind of had this vision of having kind of like these galaxy eyes. This time, I really wanted to focus on the curvature of the face and drawing the eyes with the curvature of the face, because eyes aren't really flat. They actually have curvature when it comes to the placement around the face. And I actually got this idea from Sam Does Art. So if you haven't seen it, there is a video about Sam Does Art, and he critiques PewDiePie's art as he goes along. So he compliments in the video PewDiePie on how well he rounds the face with the eyes, and so you'll have to go see that video. It's awesome. I really enjoyed watching that video. He gives really good tips on some of the facial visuals. So here I decided to do some blues in the skin color. So some of the color that is in the background, I'm trying to bounce off the skin, and then you'll also see it in the hair. So because I did a galaxy in the original one, I kind of wanted to keep that same theme with the galaxy. And because of that, I wanted to add a lot of blues in the hair. It's just to bounce off color from the background and what's going on. And then I also played with the lighting a little bit. The stars are supposed to have a little bit of lighting. So as you can see, some of the lighting in the hair and in the skin, you can see is bouncing off of the little Mario stars that I drew here.
Before I started painting this drawing, I started watching other artists' art and some of their tips and what they recommend, and one of the big things is lighting. And so I really wanted to focus on the lighting and where it came from. And when I was painting all the different colors, I really kept that in mind. I just really wanted to portray lighting in certain areas, especially like down below and up above, and then also beneath her bangs. And so I really focused on that, and I felt like it made the painting look a little bit more realistic. Even though it's still anime-ish, it does make it somewhat realistic. Honestly, I'm so used to painting a certain way that this was a little bit of a challenge, because I normally paint the flat colors and then I just stick close to the colors, but because I was adding blues into the actual painting, it gave it a little bit more of a challenge, especially in the hair and the skin, but I think it really made all the difference. Here I'm just adding some extra effects, like some stars and then effects in her crown and in the jewels, and I really love how this piece turned out. I think it was so much better than the first one that I drew, and maybe you guys can tell me which one you like too. I felt like all the other effects of this one really made it look shiny, like how I wanted it in the other one, but this one, I think it looked a little bit more on the realistic scale, or the rendering was a little bit better, the drawing was a little bit better, and I still kept the galaxy shininess of the last one. Pretty much here, I just added a little bit of extra detail and then some shine at the very end. Well, this is pretty much the end result. Tell me what you guys think. Comment down below. If you guys like this painting and want to see more, like and subscribe. Here's the first one in comparison to the second one. Thank you guys for watching, and don't quit creating.